Yo guys, what is going on? It's Lukey here and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the top 10 class setups on Warzone Season 4. So after the most recent update, there have been a lot of changes, so I'm going to be running through a couple of those whilst I talk about these class setups. If you guys enjoy, subscribe for more. There will also be timestamps down below if you want to skip forward to any specific class setup, but without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first one is going to be the C58, which is the new assault rifle. Very good range, damage, accuracy and control. The mobility is pretty good as well for this assault rifle. This is a very good long range assault rifle, which is nice to see. However, there's one thing I want to quickly talk about, which is a massive change when it comes to assault rifles. So as you can see, the task force barrel and a couple of the other barrels have been changed very significantly. So as you can see, the task force specifically used to give you strafe speed and it used to increase your recoil. However, the task force now increases your recoil control, which makes your recoil better, and it no longer increases your strafe speed. In fact, it's pretty much the opposite. So it used to give you worse recoil, but now it gives you better recoil, and it used to give you pretty good mobility, but now it gives you pretty bad mobility. The same with every other assault rifle in the game, so that is something you guys are going to want to think about when building your class setups, especially for those close range builds. So the next one is going to be the KRIG, another long range assault rifle. The class setups on this one is pretty much exactly the same. As you guys can see, once again, the task force barrel is the same. This is the task force barrel, it's just got a different name on the KRIG. But yeah, as you can see, it's been changed quite significantly, so it's definitely something you guys are going to want to think about whilst you're making your class setups. For long range builds, I would definitely recommend the task force barrel, but for close range builds, you might want to use something different. The next class is going to be the sniper, the Swiss K31. In my opinion, this is one of the best snipers you can be using. We have the sound moderator, the combat recon, the 5mm laser, which increases your ADS by quite a lot, and then we have the serpent grip, which also increases your ADS, and then we have the 7-round magazine. The ADS time on this sniper is the highest ADS on pretty much any sniper. It is through the roof when it comes to ADS time. Quick scoping on Warzone, if you like to a fast-paced snipe, the Swiss is your go-to. If you are a little bit more of a slow-paced sniper, the Kar 98K is probably the best option. It is still quick if you want to be quick. It's still how it's always been, but the Swiss K31 is a lot faster. Next up, we're going to be talking about a couple of SMGs. We have the Mac 10, and for the SMGs, the task force barrel is still the same. So as you can see, it still gives you that strafe speed, and it also still increases your recoil. That being said, the task force barrel is definitely one of the best barrels you can be using on the SMG, and the rest of the class for the Mac 10 is here. The sound suppressors are still the best suppressors to use on the SMG builds because it does allow you to have a lot more mobility. And that's what I'm thinking they've probably done, because as you guys know, a lot of people used to use assault rifles as SMGs, so to stop people from doing that and to make the game a little bit more balanced, they're probably trying to make people use assault rifles as long range assault rifles instead of close range assault rifles. But anyways, the next class is going to be the BULLFROG, by far one of the best SMGs, 65 bullets in a magazine, which is just insane. Definitely one of the best SMGs you can be using right now. So as you can see, we have the sound suppressor, we have the task force again, we have the Tiger Team Spotlight, which is a very good option, we have the KGB stock, and then we have the 65 round. The mobility on this class setup is very high, as you can see in the bottom left. Next up, we have the XM4. Very similar to the BULLFROG class. As you can see, we've got the agency suppressor, the task force, Tiger Team Spotlight, Radar Pad, 45 round mag. Now this is still a close range XM4 class setup, however I was using it earlier on and it definitely is a lot more slow than it used to be. However, it still is a very good close range weapon that you guys can be using. Next up, we have the Hipfire built MP5, the Cold War MP5. This build right here is specifically made for hip firing. So you're going to want the agency suppressor, you're going to want to use the reinforced heavy barrel, you're going to want to use the laser, the bruiser grip, which both increase your hipfire accuracy, and then you want to use the 50 round drum. The MP5 has one of the fastest time to kills in the game, and combining the fastest time to kill with a close range hipfire build is very, very OP, because you don't have to waste time aiming down sight, and you can just quickly shoot your weapon and you guys are going to be frying. Next up, we've got the close range AK. Once again, it still is a very, very good close range build. It is a lot slower than it used to be because of the barrel changes, but that being said, it still is very good. And then the last class on this video is going to be the nailgun. The nailgun doesn't actually have any attachments on it, but it does have a very fast time to kill, as you guys have probably seen J-Guard's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Try them out and let me know what you think.